Alrighty, folks, we're back with more Dark Tide, more Dragon Age flavor adventures for you all. Thank you, Carrie, for that. I'll take a note of that. So yes, who are you? What are you? And to celebrate National Pink Day, what's your favourite pink thing? Starting with Rowan.
Oh no, don't start with me. Hi, I'm Rowan. Play a cat called Juniper. She's also somewhere around. Things that I like that are pink.
You don't have to like it, you just have to like something that is pink. Could be
The
anything from
trans
like a
flag.
cat. I mean, yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pink on
probably
it.
the closest I can think of.
Fair enough. Tom?
Hello, I'm Tom. I'm currently playing as Ink Garnham, who is a half-human, half-dwarf, who is a boomstick manufacturer. Everything that's pink. Probably like my internal organs. I'm pretty fond of them. They're quite useful, you know. They do a good job well done.
Your Discord name does still say William, by the way. Well, while Tom fixes that, Eden.
Hello, I'm Eden. My character's Wraith, Taventa, Mage, Mortician, and erstwhile lawyer, as and when needed. And pink things that I like. Does the theme from the Pink Panther count?
It does, yes.
Because I'm struggling otherwise
Some
to
Henry
not be
Mancini,
lewd.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll run with that.
Happily run with some Henry Mancini. Amy?
Hello, I'm Amy. I play Ruth Yusuf, our very grumpy Dalish elf healer. Favorite thing is pink. I don't really own many pink things. And for some reason, the pink refreshers came to mind, so I'm gonna go with that.
Fair enough. And finally we have Bach.
I am Bach. I play Tristan, who is a rogue ranger and not crazy about being a Grey Warden. Pink things, cotton candy.
Fair enough. Remember to everyone how to observe National Pink Day. Plant or give some pink flowers. Use pink in a sentence. Temporarily or permanently dye your hair pink. Colour or paint something in shades of pink. And paint your nails.
Pink, presumably.
Yeah. So, thanks, National Day Calendar, for telling us how to observe National Pink Day. I'm sure we will use that information wisely. What happened last week?
What did happen last week?
You encountered me,
We did.
and we got what's his name put into stocks, so we don't have to deal with him anymore.
Oh yeah.
You got rid of the dwarf?
Strong word, got rid of.
He's not permanently got rid of. No doubt Pup will make him pop back up later on in the story just to annoy us.
Flag.
He also said he was a dwarf king, amongst other. He gave a whole list of names, and one was like the dwarven royalty or something.
Well, a dukin.
But
I remember vaguely wanting to kill him at one point and got convinced not to.
Isn't that every session though?
yeah, come on now. Gonna be a bit more specific.
We need at least one character who will just commit a homicide. I am willing to
Murder
take on
hobo.
that role. You need one. You need one in every group, because otherwise the problem won't go away.
You need the fixer. That's what you need.
Oh, and we fought those weird horse people that wanted our horses.
Oh yeah, at least I was a cat horse.
Indeed.
Alright, well, we shall carry on from there then. So, my remembrance is that you are still at the town. What was the town you were at?
Canterville?
Yes, Tanterville. That was it. So you're in Tanterville still, and as you're preparing to leave, you see a bunch of people start moving very quickly towards the town square, and you notice when you look over, there is a gigantic tent that's been put up, and there seems to be some sort of performance going on inside, convinced with lots of gasping every so often. What would you like to do?
Is there a ticket booth or somebody clearly like holding the door, so to speak?
There are two sort of burly-looking humans standing on the other side of the door of the sort of flap opening. They don't seem to be taking money or anything. They just seem to be like sort of gesturing people through.
What kind of stature and demeanor do these guys have? Are they friendly sorts, or are we talking hired muscle type? Guys?
Very much hard muscle type.
Okay. Bit suspicious that thing's just turned up. I swear it wasn't there yesterday when we rolled into town. Who are those strange men over there as well? Leading people in. Well, it does sound like they're having a good time. What do you think? Should we have a look?
I mean, do we have time?
I mean, I'd rather. I mean, you're welcome to do whatever you want, but I'd rather be on my way to Cumberland, see if I can get this sale done. Indicates, half a ton worth of miscellaneous weaponry in the back of his van. Not van, cart. Vans haven't been invented yet. There's a niche in the market for vans. How different is, gunpowder weaponry and an internal combustion engine anyway,
Internal Watson? I've never heard of such a thing.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I'll be honest. An opportunity for some sort of reverie or relaxation after so much time on the run would be appreciated. I am very, very tired.
I mean,
We can have a party.
but there's no harm in taking a look.
Yes, let's try and take in the show and see what it is. If it's rubbish, if it's a juggler, then we'll just turn around and leave. Don't worry.
Yeah, if it's not
Good.
Yeah, if it's not impressive, we'll just go.
Okay.
All right. As you get closer, you see someone
Water?
get thrown out
Water?
of it.
Sorry.
That's fine. As you get closer, you see someone getting thrown out of a flap at the back of the tent, landing in a massive puddle, and making a very sort of sound as they landed. The men at the front just sort of turn around to me and go, "You get out of here!" And the person on the floor stands up. They look surprisingly calm. What do you want to do?
I'm just sort of hanging back at the back. I'm not particularly invested either way in this.
Are there any carts selling food?
Nope, there just seems to be this one tent. But when you look inside, you can see it's very full.
Like, not even a cart with like sausages on a stick.
Nope.
Sausage in a bun.
No,
Jeez,
nobody
looking
has hit on the
tabs.
revelation of sausage in a bun yet.
Well,
Ketchup.
the person that's been thrown out and they're picking themselves up, like you said, they're oddly calm, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the people that threw them out, can we see them from this angle, or have we just seen them?
Nope, he
Throw
just
the person
he
out.
basically just watched them get thrown like through a flap, and then like sort of stumble and then fall straight into a puddle.
I wonder what kind of show it could be. That he seems satisfied, but he's been thrown out. Must be a good one.
Probably touched something he shouldn't have.
I've heard about those kinds of shows. Well, let's see what the entrance fee is then, and we'll walk up to the two guys. And Wraith will be like, "Oh, we're looking to take in the show. Are we allowed to just go in?"
The guy looks at him and goes, You're a mage.
Hmm. Yes.
Oh. Well. You just notice him smile. If you just come with me, I know exactly where to take you.
Well, we
That
were here.
sounds ominous.
I'm here mostly for the show, and I'm also a Grey Warden, I'll have you know, and I'll hold up the wrist. So we're really
that's-
on business and only have limited time to take in the attractions here.
Yeah, he just rather forcefully takes you by the wrist. He goes, "That's fine. Come with me, Philippe. Will very much enjoy having you here."
Philippe Philop. Sorry.
Am
Do
I
you want
being
me to
led now,
knife him?
or have I got choices? 'Cause,
You're
I'm
being rather
waiting for them to
forcefully
look into
led.
everybody else, like, don't let them take me.
You're being very forcefully led.
This is
Can I
cool.
stop
We're,
the guy
we're,
on
all,
the wrist?
we're all like trotting along, you know.
We're
following
yeah,
them.
we're following behind. We're following like closely.
You're being forcefully led, but you know, you're leading us.
As you hear, as you get closer, you hear someone almost screaming, and then a sound like a sort of sizzle, and then an audible gasp, and then your mighty cheer goes out across the entire audience.
Can I try and dig my heels into the ground a little bit and slow the procession? Hold on, what's going on in this tent? Who's this Philippe, and why would they like me? I don't like. That sounded like sizzling or searing or something in there. And while I may be capable of making fire, just what's going on here?
At this point, you hear a, now, ladies and gentlemen, the next one you have is what do you do if your spouse is too vocal? Well, I will help you deal with it, for this technology can be used for fixing that as well. And the whole again, there's a sort of audible gasp and talking between as you go, this young gentleman stays out all night partying. He doesn't appreciate his wife. So we just need to do a small thing here, and he will appreciate life so much more.
Is this Wraith?
No, this is what you can hear over the crowd from obviously the stage.
That sounds like a lobotomy. I don't know if is a lobotomy a thing in lore.
There's a magical lobotomy that disconnects a mage from their magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking ice picks.
I'm
Is that
sure
a thing?
there's.
I mean,
I'm
everybody's
sure
got brains.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's probably like medical, like surgeons and like old-fashioned like sailor surgeons and all that.
Because that does sound like a lobotomy, based on the
Sounds
guy
horrific
who was.
regardless.
Sounds based on the guy who was seemed quite calm and happy.
I say we be ready to step in and rescue Wraith at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Again, there's the sound of a struggle, and then the sort of strange sizzle sound, and then the sort of hush, followed by cheering and the person on stage going, and with that, he is a better husband.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ruth's like, no, you're not taking our friend. Hands off now.
Either that, or he's just like doubled the size of his dick or something. Maybe that's why the guy outside was so happy.
I don't know if
God.
enlarged person is a spell in Dragon Age.
Enlarged
Does
dong.
anyone want me to commit a felony?
Dongicus bigus. Bigus dickus, perhaps.
So at this point, you hear, now that's the 4 examples out the way. I want to. Oh wait, Colin has brought a friend, and he gestures, and you just notice the bulky man who has Wraith by the wrist, dragging him very slowly towards the stage.
No.
We're gonna get slightly ahead of him, I fear.
Yeah, we're gonna stop that. We're
Can
gonna.
I stab the man through the wrist?
Yes. What with what? Just a normal knife?
A dagger.
Okay.
A regular dagger.
Okay.
Book standard,
Roll
1d
to
dagger.
roll to stab.
Dex.
This escalated quickly.
As you're,
That's
already-
escalated very quick.
as you're mid-stab, Wraith is saying, I think you should probably hold on. Oh,
So you stab him through the wrist. He starts bleeding everywhere. blood starts spraying the crowd, who starts shrieking.
Does he let go of Wraith?
He lets go of Wraith. Wraith can now run away if he wants.
Great.
Yeah, I'll take
Let's
a step
run.
away towards everybody else. I don't know if we should leave them. What's happening here? And I'll look.
I
back
think now
towards
it's time
the
to
guy
go.
who's running the show.
Ruth's just gonna cut a hole in the curtain of the tent. I'm like, right, we're leaving quickly.
I'm like pushing all of you guys ahead of me, just like, come on,
At this
go,
point,
go,
you
go,
hear
go,
a-
go.
Mages, they're using blood magic. Look, there's blood there. They must be made safe using my technique. Please, gentle friends, return them to me and we can make them easy.
Can I throw a dagger at him?
Yes, you can throw a dagger at him.
By all means.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I
turn
aim
his
for
head
the
into
eye
a
socket.
watermelon or something.
25.
25.
Oh my
You
God.
shunk a dagger into his side of his head. He emits a sort of gurgling noise and falls over as there's a hushed silence.
I'm gonna push, as I'm pushing these guys ahead, I'm gonna say, he was a blood mage all along! Look, he's got blood! Does that work? Do I have bluff? Hang on, do I have bluff? Do have bluff? I would like to roll bluff, please.
Roll bluff then.
18!
18. As you do this, the crowd sort of keep looking back and forth, and there's a huge panic going on. I just realised we had some pluses to add to stuff. It's fine. I'll add to the next one. There's some panic going around as everyone's not sure what to do, and you just hear this almost rhythmical chanting coming from the stage. And then after a couple of
That's
seconds,
nice.
you see a sort of almost cyclone of blood coming from the stage.
Oh god, that is blood magic. Fuck.
Yeah.
He's a blood mage!
Let us run.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry
And
up!
as we
He's
run
a
out the
blood
door-
mage!
Juniper is going to start screaming, and you don't have any sausages.
Wraith is just in shock, wide-eyed, having been led into the room and now being led out of.
It's just like, this is not the show we wanted to see.
Okay, right. Everyone on the cart, please. We are leaving. We are leaving. We are leaving at a reasonable clip.
We're evacuating the tent. Everybody run. We don't want to deal with the blood mage.
Okay.
Not again. Well, actually, not
As
for me, but for
you
you.
get
We're
on the
literally
cart,
shouting blood magic as we leave. Blood magic! And pointing inside.
as you desperately all jump on the cart, there are 2 or 3 people who are trying to stop Manny, who are again being oddly calm about the situation.
Nope. Manny,
Just-
shove them out the way.
Shove them and let's go. Wait,
Do you
am
need
I on like?
apples?
Wait, hang on. Sorry. Is there still 2 carts? Or
I
have we
think you'd moved everything onto the one cart.
moved everything onto their one? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a horse for it, so it was.
Yeah.
Maybe I sold it for a copper or 2. Anyway, it also makes it logistically easier if we're all on one cart.
Yeah.
For story narrative purposes. So yeah, I'm gonna aim a boot at the nearest dude. He's like, "Yeah, go on, push off. We ain't got any money."
Alright. You charge, basically just crack the whips and charge. One of them gets trampled underneath the cart as you
It's alright,
speed
you'll be
off.
fine.
And as you speed off, the last thing you hear is, "My brothers, I've been resurrected in the line of the Maker. I'm here to do his job." And everyone starts just turning around and cheering very loudly as you just get the hell out of town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the city
Yeah.
guard will take care of that eventually.
Ruth's just looking around and being like,
Eventually.
what the fuck is going on? Why is... What? What?
Yeah, Wraith has sat the upturned bath with his head in his hands, kind of like shaking it. Just been, I thought I was going to see a nice show. It's always something like this. Why? This world's gone mad.
Can we actually try and track down a nice circus?
A nice
try,
circus.
but, good luck.
Slide with the circus.
We've encountered 3 circus, not while I'm there, but we've encountered 3 different circuses, I think, and each time they have been blood mages, blood mages. What was the other one? The other one wasn't a blood mage, was it? It was fabricing. Everything was controlled by an evil fabricant or something. And powered by red lyrium. That was it. Red lyrium. So blood mage, red lyrium. We're not, 3 for 3 on circuses. We're not doing well. Maybe we should just avoid them in future.
Maybe. I really wanted to know out having fun.
Not gonna happen. We're out of there. Look,
Alright.
I've
Okay.
had enough. Well, actually, I haven't had enough, but I've seen enough dodgy. I've lived in cities all my life, and I've seen enough dodgy shows to know that was a very dodgy show. The type of show where people go missing. Don't want that.
Okay.
Yes, I think we should be grateful that they didn't snatch Wraith any earlier. Otherwise, I dread to think what they would have done to him.
I feel so terrible for all those townspeople we left behind. They seem to be under some sort of thrall or something.
No, they're just idiots. I've met a lot of people in a lot of towns, and you can easily say that 80% of people are just idiots.
I am hard pressed to argue with you, given experience.
On a more pleasant note, we're one dwarf short.
That's true.
We did leave him behind.
Serves him right. Damn swindler.
At least I hope so. Let's check, just in case. He's not hiding anywhere.
You check in his usual hiding places and he's not there.
Oh.
Thank fuck.
Good riddance to bad rubbish.
Alright. Well, you sort of bum along the road as hard as you can. By
Won't tell them.
the end of the day, you find yourself coming to a small town, and as you sort of come up to the entrance, you hear a, "Hi there. Would you like to take shelter in our small town?"
Kind of creepy.
Who is saying this?
What does he look like? How?
He looks like a man, and he's wearing a very, very quite sort of simple clothes, and he has a massive sort of star burned into the middle of his head.
Oh, this is a cult.
I wonder if that's the sizzling noise. We didn't really examine that dude very closely, did we?
No, we didn't. And now that you say that,
It's been branded.
Oh, is that a tranquil symbol on his head?
From the tranquil you've met before, it looks kind of like it, but it's at least 3 times bigger than it needs to be.
I don't like that.
Can Ruth check that if he's a mage and he's been cut off?
He looks like a normal person from what you initially see, and as you sort of look down, he goes, "Please come in and sit down in our very simple village. We offer the lightest of snacks, and hot and board." And as he sort of takes the horse and leads you to a very small town square, you walk into the inn, and everyone that's sort of sitting there seems to have this massive brand as well.
I think is this village a village of tranquil?
Maybe.
It's
Also tranquil.
That's the magic lobotomy we were talking about.
Yeah, it's basically the magical lobotomy. It cuts off a mage from the Fade, and they basically it strips them of everything, and they're like this
Yikes.
Welcome,
it's like
friend.
they're like an almost automaton kind of.
What's the deal with the stars on your head?
Well, the chantry is like a.
No, I'm talking straight to him.
Oh,
Just like some random dude
Oh,
like with a star.
We partook in a situation. Now all of us are happy. Truly happy.
What's the situation?
A man
you describe
came
it?
to the village. He told us we could all be better people. We paid him. He installed in us the mark. We are all better people now.
I see. That's interesting.
Oh god, he really did like lobotomize them all. Ooh.
That's not good.
They're not necessarily dangerous, are they?
No.
Not really. I mean, are they even capable of getting the kind of fervor to be violent? I don't think so.
It'd be
Well,
like
it's
being
kinda
mugged
like-
by 3 old grannies with, like.
I've always kind of thought of it like
High on
Vulcans,
weed.
where they're very logical minded. So it's
yeah.
not like they can't be violent. It's just
They don't choose to be violent. They're like, oh, it's not
Not worth it.
worth
Well,
it. But they because I don't know, because that's more of like a mage. What happens to mages? I don't know what would happen if you tried to do it to like someone who's not a mage. I don't know if it would work. But it basically cuts off your ability to. It cuts off your connection to the veil, which is where regular people just like dream normally. I don't know if it's like cut off their dream.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
I could see it being plausible.
because the reversal of this can be quite dangerous. So because they're cut off from the fade, the minute they like become reattached to the fade, they instantly attract spirits and demons. And usually a mage is made tranquil because one, they can't control their magic, two, they're maybe a dangerous mage, or they're like a criminal.
Or for your name is Meredith and you went crazy in Kirkwall.
Yeah, or you're like
Criminalicious mage.
Criminalicious.
I don't
Okay.
know anything about like regular people having this happen to them.
What is... Okay, it's a bunch of people who don't really have emotions and are kind of like weird, but that's not necessarily a problem, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, but it could be for if the sky is like spreading, because it takes everything out of them. Because I imagine they're not gonna. It takes all the
Okay.
emotion away and all the.
Well, just like keep an ear open overnight, I guess. You know, like get some water, some food, and sleep in shifts.
Yeah, I mean,
Watch at midnight hour because cat, so I can have some zoomies.
they might not appear dangerous, but I wouldn't want to necessarily have everyone fall asleep around them.
No. It only takes one.
Have you ever thought of settling down in a small village, friend? We could always do with more workers.
We've our own work. We're Grey Wardens and we're on a mission. So we'll just be passing through. No settling down for us.
That is a shame. Someone of your physique would be appreciated.
Really? He's gonna look at his skinny arms and just kind of, okay. Suppose any hands helpful?
Yeah.
Just the knobbliest knees. Gnarled tree trunks.
The boniest elbows and the knobbliest knees. Man is just bone.
I like to imagine a stiff breeze could knock Rafe over.
Yeah, if he caught the wind just right, he might take off. Hollow bones.
He's
and all
basically a
that.
kite.
Robe.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his robe, he's a kite.
So at this
Oh, it
point,
just tickles me.
another one of the villagers walks up again. This massive star on their head and goes, "If you would like to stay, friend, you are more than welcome. We even have some houses left over."
Left over
Left
from
over
what?
from what?
We're all just kind of looking at them really
He
suspiciously.
just doesn't react, just blinks at you. Goes, they are now empty. They will need to be
Why?
filled. We have work that needs done in the field.
No,
But
thank
why were they empty in the first place?
They were people who were not willing to take the steps required to be better people.
Ah.
So that confirms that.
I'm afraid we're already employed and have work to do. So I'm afraid we
Maybe
won't
your
be
employer would be interested in partaking.
I doubt it very much. They're very concerned about the darkspawn.
The
As are
darkspawn
we.
aren't real. This is a very common lie that has been spread throughout the world.
Bruce getting really pissed off that people don't believe that the darkspawn exists. Just like look at him, bite his tongue, and just be like, "I'm a fucking dick, you."
Counter suggestion: we sleep in the cart, and Junie steals a pile of food for us for the
We
evening.
could just buy the food and water and then sleep in the car.
Yeah, we don't need to
We've got the gold.
steal stuff from them. We've got the gold. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could
don't
like
wanna
entertain Junie
antagonize
for an hour.
I know, but we didn't tag. I don't want to antagonize the.
Might not hurt to have a scout around though.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll scout around then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sleep in the cart. I don't want to sleep in a room with people like this who might have keys.
No. Ruth's definitely sleeping in the car. Does not trust them to like.
Also, I
lock
have a
them in or
feeling they're going to try and take the cart as soon as we leave it.
Yeah.
No, you must stay. We have a house for you. And it's no, we don't want it.
I'm afraid in the night your wheel has been broken. Nope.
No, your horse has gone missing. We find the horse has a tranquil on it. Like, it'd be horrifying.
Would
I
you
don't
like
want
some
that.
food, friend? We have much to offer. And
Oh, now you're putting it like that.
he seems to offer.
yeah.
He offers you some sort of bread and some very grey-looking soup.
Oh, Ruth's testing that. He's just like, I don't trust anything. That's suspicious.
Mm.
I'm just gonna
Counter
take a
offer.
little-
Junie might go out and try and find a few rabbits.
No, but I'd rather have rabbit.
We can make a better stew, probably.
I don't have anything but what they're offering.
Yeah.
Junie's gonna go out, I think, and try and catch a couple rabbits just running around.
Ruth will like take the stuff that they've offered, but like, oh yeah, we'll have that later. Thank you very much. And then probably like feed it to like their pigs or whatever. Let's see what happens.
What if it is poison though? The poor pigs.
It's better the pigs than us. And it's their pigs.
What if the
it's their own
pigs get
fault.
lobotomized because of the soup?
Yeah, that's what Ruth's gonna like, just like
You,
casually like.
you throw the food out to them. At this point, as you're sort of standing around outside next to this massive pig trough, one of them comes up to you and goes, "You do know you won't win."
When
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You should embrace.
prize?
You should embrace this lifestyle.
Oh, I'm afraid I'm already employed, and I'm quite enjoying my lifestyle as it is. Thank you very much.
But there is so much less crime. Nobody gets violent. Everyone is happy. There is no need to flavor or spice food, so it is much cheaper. There is no reason to drink anything but water. Alcohol no longer has an effect on you.
That is
Life is so much easier. You don't dream.
I live in live in a city, mate. You do not want to be drinking water in a city. It makes it much harder. It's much more efficient living in a city because you're all close together. But you can't drink water in a city.
The water comes from our well. It is very natural.
It is very natural, and that's great if you live in a small village. But the most efficient way to live is in a city where there are lots of people and everyone can work together.
Well, maybe
You
we
can't drink
can,
the water in a city, it's dangerous.
maybe we can start our own city if you just partake in the water, and offers you a
Good.
small cup of water.
Good luck being able to drink the water when you've made this place into a city. It is not healthy. The reason why you drink alcohol in a city is because the water is bad, and it always is in a city.
I think you should maybe take me to your well. Let's have a look at this fine well of yours.
Okay. They nod, and you are taken over to a quite traditional looking, stone circle well. As you sort of get closer and look into it, there's a strange smell of some sort of plant life coming from it.
I'm just gonna have to scout around to see if we can find. Is there any of that like growing around the well, or is it in the well?
As you look into the well itself, the well seems to be covered in a very thick layer of black moss.
I'm gonna cut a little bit of the moss off and have a look at it.
Friend, why are you damaging our well?
Oh no, I'm just making sure that it's perfectly. It's not being encroached by this moss.
But that
I
is
don't
the well moss. That is what keeps us well.
What are you talking about? If your well is held together, structurally integral due to moss, you've got a very bad builder.
Ruth's gonna examine the moss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like desperately trying to like draw attention away from the moss examination while I'm like fiercely debating the merits of various types of brick and mortar solutions.
If you want to roll nature. Before I forget, you have the +2 from Chad.
And a +2, so that'll be a 7.
I'm on the right channel.
24. That is a 24.
24. Alright. So, you examine the moss. The moss has got a lot of spores, spore-releasing parts to it. The spore... They do... From even just, like, your sniffing and, like, looking and running it between your fingers, you begin to feel a little bit... Like, everything seems a little bit more vibrant.
This is. I think we found our culprit. He's just gonna wander around wide-eyed and just be like, "Wow, I'm tripping right now." Yeah, Ruth's tripping right now. He's just kind of he's dropped the moss and now he's kind of wandering around wide-eyed, a little bit out of it, going, yeah, I think I found the problem.
The water is good for you, friend. What are you talking about?
Oh, I feel funny. I feel
I run over and try and apply some healing, and then see if that does anything to aid you.
Can you heal a bad trip?
I don't think you can. I think you just have to let it run its course, to be fair. Ruth's just like, don't breathe. Oh, God. Why do I feel so warm and fuzzy?
That is the
Hates
feeling
it.
of enjoyment, friend.
This is not
Ruth
enjoyable.
Ruth feeling happiness for the first time in 2 months.
Come.
Did they antidepressants?
Come, you can be part of our community and feel like this every day, friend.
I'd rather choke on rocks. Oh, I feel all gooey. Oh, this is intolerable.
I'm gonna turn to Juniper and just be like, man, reminds me of that time I tried those mushrooms with the guys from the guild. Jeez. It was not a good time.
I see things in fast forward.
I'm just gonna look at you and be like, yeah, Oh, okay. I'm still not entirely sure what Junie is. I'm like, still like, are you a familiar? Are you a demon? Are you one of these darkspawn they keep talking about? I've never seen a darkspawn. I know they're bad things that eat people, maybe. I'm like, are you a person? Are you not a person? You seem. Are you. Are all
fuzzy.
cats like this?
Did I manage to catch a couple rabbits, by the way?
Yes. I assume
Cool.
Junie's a good enough hunter that she can catch some rabbits.
I like to think she just kind of goes bolting off into the forest and just jumps on them. Just
Yeah, probably.
all four-legged running. Like a cat running, but with longer legs. Ugh.
All right. You catch some rabbits. That's totally fine. Roll me a nature check, will you?
Me?
Yep.
What do I put for nature?
If you don't have nature, then just do a straight roll.
I don't know if I have nature. Let me check. No, I didn't have my character sheet up at most of the
That's fine.
time. I just
Just do a straight roll then.
yeah, I don't know if I have nature. That's the thing. Let me just load it, and I will check. I can't see it on here. I've got foraging.
Nah, it would be nature.
Okay.
I don't think we have nature, do we?
I don't see it on there at all.
Okay, this should be
I
nature.
just
Right?
I put it as just an intelligence
18?
check.
18. Okay. No, you just everything just seems fine. There doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary about it. It just seems the rabbits were slightly easier than you expected to have been caught.
Okay. Maybe someone check the rabbits.
Yeah, because I'm thinking they might have eaten some of the moss.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, I'll do. I mean, you've already killed them, so I can do a dissection at this point, I suppose.
Probably.
Check for contaminants.
Yeah, I'll check the contents of the rabbit's stomach.
Okay. Yeah, just a roll for that.
I mean, we've got jerky in the cart, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so.
D20 or any bonus?
Well, you've got your thing, so you add your awareness to that.
Awareness, cool. 19.
19. You check the stomach. It's just full of, most sort of leafy greens you expect from a rabbit. Nothing really out of ordinary.
Looks safe to me. I think this one's good to eat.
Cooking it will probably help as well.
Yeah.
Don't use the well water. Use our stores of like beer or something.
Yeah.
We've got beer.
Ruth will offer to be guinea pig. I was like, you can, I'll take the first bite in case I'm already high.
Okay.
Oh,
So you cook the rabbit. Throw me a d20 so your first bite of the rabbit goes.
it's a straight D20.
Mm-hmm.
D.
You take a first bite. As you chew, everything begins to get a little wibbly. As you sort of swallow the first load, you're looking straight at Wraith, and his face seems to start going in and out and patchy, and then sort of starts wibbling and wobbling to the sides. Everything around you starts becoming incredibly colourful.
He's gonna stand up really wobbly and then turn around and try and make himself be sick.
So you vomit all over the floor. Everything is still like brightly coloured and just nothing is staying still. Everything is constantly like almost like liquid.
Like rolling vision almost. He's just gonna stare and be like, no. No. Nobody eat anything. He's just gonna like curl up into his hood and like into his robes and just be like curl up in the fetal position, like I'm dying. I swear to God, I'm dying.
Do we have like a remove poison or something? Does anyone have that ability?
Antitoxin.
As much as I've got is heat, but that's pretty broad.
You might have to just be it runs its course because I don't think I have.
Alright, well, this place is horribly toxic. Any idea
My
what...
suggestion would be to fireball down the well and leave.
But that's just gonna, like, go damp. Does that fireball work? Steam explosion.
Something to kill the moss.
Or get some oil and put it down through the moss and light it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the rabbit had no indication of having eaten the moss, but seems to have been affected anyway. So that begs questions like, is the entire area just permeated with this or something?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Unless it's like the water from the well that the rabbit's been drinking, maybe the source of the well. If we find the source, we might be able to find.
If it's in the
Find the
groundwater.
source of a well. It's like, oh yes, let me just find an aquifer.
Yeah, I don't think any of us have the geological skills for that.
I was waiting for one of you to be like, but you're a half dwarf, and I was going to say, don't be racist. That's not how that works. Just because I'm a half dwarf doesn't mean I instinctively know how ground works. I'm a city dwarf. Best. Subways at best.
I don't just tracking get me anywhere. Like,
Yeah, you know what? Just roll your tracking. Anyone wants to can roll tracking and see what you can find.
Yeah.
which one is that?
Tracking,
I
I
got a
believe, is
+3.
awareness, an awareness skill, I believe.
Okay. D20 plus
17.
Okay. You follow the well where the well goes, and after about a couple of confusing attempts where you just not really sure where this can go, you find that the well itself seems to lead into the Tantor River. It's Tantor, isn't it?
Tangerville, yeah.
From or into.
It's into the Menanter.
Okay.
So the water from this well seems to be leading into a river.
Ooh.
Yeah, we need to get rid of this well. The townspeople can then just drink from a semi-clean river after it's finished, stopped contaminating
Yeah.
it. I feel like that's the best thing to do.
Do we blow up the well then?
Collapsing a well is that gonna actually help though? Because the water will still be there. The groundwater will still be there. The water table won't be affected. It will just mean that people in this village won't be able to get the water.
As you're discussing this, you notice 2 or 3 villagers have come over and are talking with Manny about the rabbit. And Manny's
I'd like to listen in.
I don't know. They've just cooked it. Do you really want some rabbit? And one of the villagers just picks up a large chunk of the rabbit and just starts eating it while out of conversation. Their tone doesn't change and their body language doesn't change as they're talking.
These people are just tripping 24/7.
Big
It's
trip.
probably like some coping mechanism for being cut off from aid they've had.
You should join us, friend. You don't need anything in your life. People claimed for years that you would need things like flavor and, such things. But if you join our order, you no longer need these things. Life becomes so much more simple. There are no hangovers, there are no bad dreams. Everything is straightforward and relaxing.
Of course,
But
there's no fucking
I like-
hangovers. They're never fucking sobering up.
I like the idea. Yeah, hair of the dog. I like the idea that they're talking to Manny about things like eating and drinking, and because Manny is Manny, he's just like, huh? It's just like,
That's nice.
I don't eat anyway. I'm just a part of this. I'm just the drive the cart. I'm merely a section of narrative. I do not feel anything anyway.
Well, I mean, I've always wondered what it'd be like to have no dreams. You know,
Can
I
we
have
just
this
go?
bad dream a lot that I'm being followed by a piece of toast with legs. You would lose this dream if you just had took the ceremony, friend. Oh, well, it'd be nice to never have to worry about the toast creature.
I'm just gonna go up to Manny, take his hand, and lead him away. just
Yep.
quietly lead him away, like,
I
come.
just like this idea that he's just so used to this happening, he just kind of goes, oh, alright, and just leaves.
All right, I'm off. Bye.
Just when they just turn around to go, your rabbit has been deliciously cooked.
I thought you couldn't
Go
do
away.
flavors.
Well, you can still respect the meat, and they sort of hold their hand out to you. Their hand is obviously blistered from holding this like ridiculously hot rabbit, but they don't seem to be reacting to it. They just go, "It is very tasty, friend. The meat is
Go
well
away.
done and succulent."
Go away.
They just stare blankly at you, like no reaction at all, just like almost a hole through you, just like. Would you like to meet our elder?
Yes.
Is that the person that runs this place? Keeps you nice and calm? Do they?
Oh, we don't have any need for that. They are the one that keeps the documentation for who arrives and who leaves. We have no need for government anymore. There is no corruption.
Well, we're thinking that this flavorless town needs a little bit more spice. We're really going to just... Shall we, everyone? Is it time to get rid of that well?
Okay.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
sure,
get
why
rid?
not?
Mix some oil and chuck it down the well.
What do you mean get rid of our well, friend? We
My
need that
apologies.
well.
Water from the well. Yes. And runs off to go get water. It's oil. I'm gonna go get oil.
Yes, we
Alright.
do apologize, but we've decided this town just... You're a little bit too strange for our liking, and it seems that there's something funny in the water. So we'll be getting rid of that, and then hopefully you'll get better.
I must inform the rest of the town. I
Why
cannot
did
allow
you
you to
tell
do
him,
this.
Wraith?
Ms. Wraith is of the opinion that this guy's completely dumb, really. Like,
They just turn around and just start walking
I'll just
very
tell him.
calmly away from you.
Right, I'm gonna chuck as much oil as I can down the well. Can someone set it on fire and we can leave?
Fire, you say? Well, it turns out I may have some help for that. It's like digs out, gets just like starts tipping gunpowder out of his pockets and just like, yes, it's like, there you go. Pull that quickly out of it, and that will go boom.
Okay, you do.
Not,
And I
not a big
walk
boom.
away from the well.
Just a little boom.
Wraith is stepped far away from this. Well, if you're dealing with the fire this time, you're more than welcome. Great, somebody else, finally.
Right.
I am not
oil
responsible
in the
for
well.
blowing someone's limbs off.
There's a whole load of oil in and down the sides of the well. Yeah.
We walked away
I'm just
from
gonna
it.
I'm just gonna assume
Get some
Bruce will be
gunpowder.
fine.
Okay.
Just scatter over the top. Give a nice big. It makes it smokier.
So you just throw in
anything
your
else?
grenade in to set it alight?
No. Is there a cover for this well? There usually is, but let's just make sure. Is there a cover?
There's not a cover for the well, no.
Do we have anything that we could use to put over the top? Just like
Can I
anything.
steal a door?
I mean, there are empty houses.
Can I steal a door?
We'll just
Steal a door off one of the empty houses.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
that works. Yep. Yep.
And like then this is there'll probably be something heavy we can put on top of it.
A rock.
I'll give you a hand, dragging the door over.
At this point,
Right.
about 10 or 11 villagers just walk up to you all very slowly and go, "We must protest in what you're doing, friends."
I understand completely. I'm going to shove a little hole. I'm going to move the door aside. Pull the plug out.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it in. Pull it back closed and peg it for the cart.
Okay.
There
There was a loud boom.
That's gonna be real big explosion if there's oil and the small grenade, and then you sealed it. Happens
So that
to
there's a small
gunpowder in a sealed
almost
environment.
plume of fire shoots from the well, and after a sort of eruption of like an almost volcano-like plume of fire, there's a strange pink gas that starts rising from it.
And now we leave.
Oh.
Time to go.
And now we go.
Money!
Avoid the gas.
Is that red lyrium gas?
Yeah.
Probably.
Hug your mouth.
So this, as you grab the cart and you start heading, this gas cloud is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh god.
Well, what can we
Ruth's
do?
just like looking out the side going, oh, we're fucked. Oh.
Well, we can either try and destroy it, or we can just leave someone else to pick up the pieces.
I suggest someone shoots an arrow, flame arrow, into the gas before.
I can do that.
There we go. Yep.
Okay. Roll to shoot a flame arrow in.
Dex.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's rolling. D20.
18. Yep. You shoot a flame arrow in. There's a almighty fume as the gas ignites. There is a huge, almost napalm-like explosion and burning, where everything from almost the entire horizon is now completely ablaze, including trees, just grass and thing. There's just a gigantic fire that seems to be spreading through the forest.
We've just wiped out a village.
Not technically. They probably survived. Let's just say they got into a house and were okay enough to die.
After being napalmed?
And besides,
survived.
they don't
doable.
have the fear response to do that. No?
This is true, but at the same time, we've just murdered a village.
I mean, they were kind of already gone.
I mean, Ruth's not caring. Ruth's high as a fucking kite right now. He's just going, wow, colour.
Yeah, the flame to you is burning like easily. That kind of like, that kind of like oil
Yeah.
shimmer. It's like that in the flame.
He's just like, ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
But if we didn't get rid of it, it would have probably poisoned an entire valley.
Yeah, it would have poisoned elsewhere, yeah.
Yeah, like
But
that would have caused untold problems. Sometimes you've got to burn down a village to save a country.
But we won't tell Yevon. We won't tell Yevon that, along with our many, many other war crimes.
Yeah.
It's fine,
Our
they're
trail of
mostly
destruction.
mine. They're mostly my war crimes. It's fine. Don't think Junie has a consciousness, really.
She has a conscience when it comes to her friends.
Yeah, but that's more just affection.
All right.
I don't think she really understands empathy in general.
Oh God! All right. So as you bomb out of there at full speed on the cart, but the next morning you just see another village coming into view. Behind you is literally the entire sky is like a wall of still just burning fire and flame and soot.
Is Ruth still high by this point?
Yes, this is still on the edges of high. As in, like,
Seems
it's beginning to
shy,
wear off, but it's still quite strong.
Yeah, he's just like every now and again he's just shaking his head really violently, just like, oh, for
I think they have firefighters in Thetis.
Have you ever heard of like permanent fires where there's like a underground gas deposit or something that leaks out, and when it gets to the surface, because it mixes with air, makes a flammable gas, and so if you light it, it will stay on fire basically forever until that underground gas runs out, which can be a very, very, very long time. There's a few places that have been satellite that have kept going for decades.
I think is there not some in like the North Atlantic Trend?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But I feel like that's what we've done.
England.
There's like an underground pocket of gas, maybe created by Darkspawn, maybe a evil mage, maybe it's just natural gas, and that's going to be on fire basically forever now. If Tantervale ever runs out of firewood, they can just huddle around the edge of that place because it's going to be going for a few decades.
And probably poison them all as well.
Well, no, it's burning up, so as long as you're not like huffing it, I think you'll be alright.
It's on fire. You're going to have difficulty huffing it.
Yeah. We have neutralized the threat as efficiently as possible. With
efficiently as
minimal
you can.
casualties.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I don't think I directly murdered a person today, so.
It's true. For once.
The rarity.
It's a rarity and a step forward.
So step forward and just set a forest fire and stabbed a man through the wrist.
Mm-hmm. Right, as you arrive in this sort of smaller village, it's a lot bigger than the last village you're in. As you arrive in this village on the edge of what looks like some sort of desert land, you see immediately there seems to be groups of people gathering together that look like they're trying to get carts to go and deal with the fires. But you notice quite a lot of these people still have these gigantic stars on their forehead.
Oh.
Well, time to bomb another well, I guess. Yeah.
Is there another well? Can we see a well?
No, there's not a well in this one.
Okay. So it's just people still tainted by it who have been
I wonder if it's
cut off from
underground.
the fade by weirdo man who I made an attempt to murder and then apparently he didn't.
Mm-hmm. When you get close, one of the ones with that doesn't have the star on his head go, "Here, you're not with that bastard, are you?"
What
Which one?
bastard?
There's a lot of them
The
out
one putting stars on people's head.
No.
No. I
No.
saw a
Did he
dagger
have a-
at him.
Did he have a tent? A big tent?
Oh, you came here, you got quite a lot of people stirred up. Don't know how the fuck it works, but none of them are trying to talk anymore. At this point, you just hear, "I believe you're being insensitive, Christopher." Shut up, you!
Did he have a big tent and a couple of big...
Oh, yeah, that's the
muscly
bastard,
punches?
aye.
Yeah, he's in Tantervale now. He's doing the same thing up there.
Oh, bloody hell.
I tried to kill him. It didn't work.
That's good, that, I suppose. Alright, well, I'm gonna head off I'm heading to Navarra. Where are you folks headed?
We're heading back to Orlais to regroup with the other Grey Warden.
Oh, I see. Well, if you're heading to Navarra, I can show you where to go. I mean, he's going across that, and he points out towards these almost desolate plains of almost desert-like things stretching from It's weird because you look at one side of this village and it looks all this sort of like, clean grassy land. You look a different direction and it's all on fire. And you look a third section, it's all just barren desert.
So we are actually going to Navarra.
I think you have to cross a little bit of it to get into Orlais.
Yeah. So at Tantavale.
You're at
Okay,
Hasmal somewhere at the moment.
Hasmal. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're following the river. And then I guess we go south to Cumberland. Okay. So we're going towards the arid place, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you very much for the directions.
We will, even though it's been a little bit shorter, we will take it from there next time. Because this is probably the best place to sort of do before we go to the next bit.
Probably also because we kept running away from your plot points.
Sorry about
no,
that.
run away.
Oh,
Run
no,
away.
as I said, I'm happy to have you fuck with it. That's the whole point. It's how you want to react to it.
We were too busy committing war crime.
You're too
And
busy.
saving Wraith.
You're too busy making
don't forget that.
a large chunk of the land high.
I tried to look in the tent, but yeah, it was a bit too dangerous, it seems.
Yeah, you were probably going to get tranquiled if we didn't act quickly there, I feel.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah, I feel like I had to kind of act quickly.
Yeah, I that Ruth's definitely like put off by this whole like experience about. I don't want to be tranquil. I don't. No,
I don't want to be tranquil.
No.
All right. Well, just looking to see who we know that's on. There's not really anyone that's probably doing what we're doing. So you know what? We're just gonna wind up because as I just watched our viewer count drop from like 4 to 1. So yeah, I think we'll just wind up. Oh well. But yes, thanks everyone for watching along tonight. We'll be back with more chaos this week. Tomorrow, I believe, is Eden and Belry doing a stream together. What is it you guys are doing? Do you know?
It turns out I've got role playing tomorrow evening, so that's not happening.
Well, it might just be Belry on his own then.
Yes, I've let him know. So maybe he's figuring something out. I don't quite know.
All right. Well, that'll be Belry tomorrow. If anyone wants to join in, you're all more than welcome. Darren has literally just gone live now after I've said that. Fuck's sake, Darren. Tuesday will be for Laston. I will not be. At the moment, at least, I will not be there on Tuesday night, so there will not be horror this Tuesday. Wednesday should be Power World, myself, Tom, and Zephy, and maybe Meow if she's up for it. Thursday will be indie horror, so Thursday will be all the catch up of the terrible shit we've missed during the week. Friday will be Bar Trauma, which again, myself, Tom, Zeph. What the fuck is this bullshit? Then Sunday will be more Dark Tide, so we'll try and continue along the story of going into Navarra and seeing what wonders await throughout the desert. So yes, that will do us for today. As ever, I need to mention the affiliate link, which is if you want to get some cheaper math rocks or cheaper things to augment your game, you can do so using Penance RPG at dndice.co.uk and gemhammer.com. That will do us for today then. So yes, that will do. We'll just wind up there. Just a cold ending, but yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. Catch you next time. Good night.
Bye, mate.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.